Hi, I'm KALYN and I am here to help you live in the flow with a real great understanding and explanation of how to live by the law of self, because it is more powerful than the law of attraction. So let's get into this hat. The deal with this hat is I love the hat, and you can see that when I'm wearing the hat, I'm all about me. As the Oracle, my guidance system, calls it, this is a self hat. When I'm wearing my self's hat, one of the things that happens is that I'm connected with myself. I'm more aware of myself, and so I have to actually with this hat kind of be careful when I walk around, make sure I don't hit people, because I do that sometimes, because the brim is just so wide. Well, what if your life were like this and you were focused on yourself? You're sort of focused on yourself, where you are, whether or not you're running into people, not because you don't want to run into people, but because you have to be aware of yourself, of who you are and your own space. Well, that would put you in a very different place, because that would have you really living by the law of self. It would have you living according to yourself. It would have you living in such a way that you're focused on yourself. And when you're focused on yourself, the universe lines up. It's like maybe like Moses parting the ocean, in the sense that you get into the flow. You get to that place where things are always working out for you, where things are always wonderful, and then you kind of are like going, how is it that I've had a good day, and then another good day, and then another good day, and then another good day? How? It's because you're living in the flow. You see, life is life. Everything out there is everything out there. Life has challenges. You'll have challenges. Life has great things that happen. It has bad things that happen. It has great people in your life. It has people that you don't really like in your life and who maybe cause you problems. The difference between someone who's living in the flow and someone who isn't is that someone who's living in the flow meets all those challenges and meets those people, and things work out. Why? Because they're wearing their self hat. They're not selfish in the traditional definition. They're wearing their self hat. They're focused on themselves, and they have to put themselves first, lest they should bonk people, lest they might not see what's really around them. So they have to focus and really look, because some of my peripheral vision's gone here. But it means that my awareness is really on me. At that point, you're in the now moment. At that point, you're putting yourself first because your focus is on you. And the universe honors that. You say, universe, this is who I am. And we say that all the time, whether we're conscious of it or not. So, universe, here I am in my self hat. And what happens? The universe says, yes, there you are. And then you say, universe, I'm taking care of myself. Everything's great. And of course, the universe comes along and says, I agree. That's who you are. Everything is great for you. Then law of attraction brings you things in which everything is great. Now, it's not because you had a positive thought. It's because you were positively focused on who you positively are. You were focused on yourself. You were honoring yourself, and the universe honored you, and law of attraction matched that energy. This is why and when law of attraction doesn't work, because you see what happens is that if you instead have a positive thought and say, universe, I'm going to have a pot of gold right in front of me. If you say, law of attraction, I am positively going to have a pot of gold right in front of me. I'm going to feel like there's a pot of gold right in front of me. I'm going to have the positive thought. One of the things that you're really saying to the universe is either, universe, I believe I'm so abundant, there's going to be a pot of gold here, or universe, I'm saying I'm abundant and I'd like a pot of gold here. But in the second option, the problem is it's not who you are. And because you know it's not who you are, you set off an energy that really isn't who you are, or it's an inauthentic energy. And then law of attraction brings you an inauthentic energy. Instead of trying to figure out what's authentic and what's inauthentic, instead of trying to be positive, it's so simple. When you honor yourself, you have an endless guidance system that tells you who you are. When you're authentic with yourself, you have an endless guidance system that tells you that when you're wearing your self hat and you're focused on yourself, There's nothing else to figure out. It's all you. It's all what's beneficial for you. It's all about fulfilling your needs. It's all about living your dreams. It's all about feeling good about you. And when the universe honors that, it's very simple. Your task is very simple, and the universe's ability to match that is very simple. And you simply live in the flow. At that point, the riches of life come. Whether you're after love, whether you want a pot of gold, whatever it is that you're after, it then starts to come forward. All because you're wearing your self hat. So tap into yourself and you'll find that under the law of self, you're abiding by a much more powerful law, and you'll really like honoring yourself, because that's what the game of life is really all about. And then you'll find that living in the flow is the sweetest thing.